Good morning, guys. Welcome back or to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going in the first drive in my freshly lowered Chrysler 300C. So, if you don't know, this is my 05 300C 5.7. Bought this car wrecked, actually, which is pretty interesting. But we just installed coilovers on the front and then an adjustable setup in the rear to get it lower. And well, like I said, we're gonna be taking this thing on its first drive. So with that being said, let's get right on into it. All right, y'all, so this is one of the bumpier roads around here, and well, I figured, I haven't drove the car yet, so this is not, you know, a few miles, you know, maybe 10 miles from my house. So I drove it out here, and well, cruise the speed limit here and see how it is, because like I said, this is one of the rougher roads around here, and I fully expect the car to scrape. I have scraped it a few times on a couple places. Now you can see that car's headlights, like I said, this road is very bumpy, but I mean, all in all, we're past the bumpier section of this road, and it's very kind of washboardy, if you can hear it in the tires, but I mean, the ride is pretty nice. So I do know the car rubs just a little bit in the back if I turn driver, so I do need to raise the back just a little bit. I assume it's the back, because the back does sit pretty low, and I have the 315s on here. But I mean, all in all, this is pretty good. So I'm gonna drive it some more, and if I encounter any issues, well, we'll talk about it when we get there. But so far, I've had to deal with a few speed bumps and whatnot, and I mean, we seem to be good. The thing handles pretty good, and all of that. So, like I said, I'm not pushing it because I do know it rubs just a little bit on the back. So that is that. I also know I do need to get alignment, so I'm not going to go super far with the car, but I am going to cruise it around here a little bit, see if it'll settle some before I go adjusting it even more. And well, I guess I will catch y'all when we get back to the house, probably tomorrow morning. All right, y'all, so it is actually the next day from when I just filmed the last clip. Now, like I said, car's low. It is pretty low. It does rub in the rear a little bit, and the fronts do rub a little bit if you know, say you're turning, you hit a bump, or you're just bombing out through a turn, or you know, what have you. So I should get back here and look. So this is where we're sitting on the front currently, and in the rear. So the rear is pretty tucked with the 315s. Not a bunch of room with that, like I said, with that 315 up in there. So the like I said, the rear here, the other side doesn't rub, this side does. If you're going and you hit any sort of sharp driver side type turn, it does rub just barely on the tire, as you can see here. So we'll do something with that. Either, all right, so camera ran out of storage there, but like I was saying, I think in the rear we either try to come up with it a little bit. I can come up with it maybe 1/4 to 3/8 ish, and in the front we can come up another inch, but I can also add preload to the front if we need to, which I may do. Add some preload, try to bring it up just a little bit, so it doesn't scrape so bad, because it's pretty rough. Just going down the highway, hit a bump, and the front hits, and it's pretty rough. So I do think we need to come up just a little bit in the front, and also, if you notice the camber in the front, This side had a little camber before, this side didn't. So, and now this side does, and so does the rear. So we need to get the camber arms and stuff for this, which I will be ordering before too long. So we'll get that all squared away. I'm not worried about it at the moment because I don't drive this car a ton. So that is kind of that, but we will get that took care of at some point. So that is kind of that. Now, as far as ride quality goes, but like I said, as far as ride quality goes, and we're in here now because the wind's starting to go. But, like I said, as far as ride quality goes, it's not. I mean, it's not bad. I think it rides better than it did stock. So, super happy about that. Like I said, though, I think we need to get the front up just a little bit so it doesn't scrape as bad, because it's all nice and then you hit a little you know, little bump in the road and it comes down and smacks the K-member, and yeah, it's not pleasant. But like I said, I think we get the front up just a little bit, and I think we'll be good to go with that. Whether we take the bottom of the coilover off, adjust it down some to bring the height up, or bring the preload up just a little bit so it's not as soft, because I mean it's pretty soft. So it is nice. It's not too soft. It's not like if you've ever been in an old Escalade. My mom and them used to have an Escalade, and it was like super floaty, you know, that kind of real floaty. This is not floaty. Okay, sorry about that. We got a phone call about the 6.0 from the guys over at Fast, so big thank you to them. But where was I at? Oh, floaty. This is not floaty. It takes turns actually really well. The only thing that is kind of weird is it did seem to be a little hoppy at slower speeds, like 20-ish. If you're going around the turn and it's real bumpy, like if and I say that because there's one road around here that's like that, and it hops the 6.0. And this really hops, and that's just enough turning angle to where when it comes down, it hits the fender, and it's not great. So like I said, I do think we need to come up with it a little bit, and then add a little bit of preload to the front, and I think we'll be good to go. So like I said, I'm not super concerned with it right now because I got an ant crawling on my leg. I'm not super concerned with it right now. Like I said, I don't drive this car a ton, but as I say that, we have been having a few more problems with the 6.0. Go figure, right? So with that, that's better. So with that, who knows? But I've also been looking at getting another truck, so I don't know. If the 6.0 really pushes it, it might just push me into pulling the trigger on buying something else. So who knows? We'll see. But the 300 is not very conducive for what I do every day. So I kind of do need a truck anyway. So that's why I don't really drive this. While that was a part, getting the new H-pop and all that stuff, I use this as like the work car, as I joked. But it's kind of destroying the interior of this car. I'll show you all my Diamond Stitch floor mats here in a moment. But the trunk, like the floor liner thing, is pretty much destroyed from that, and it's broke some of the plastics in the car and stuff like that. So like I said, it's not very conducive. It's also quite difficult to do a lot of that kind of stuff. So I do need a truck for that. But the 6.0 is very weird. But stay tuned. We'll get into that. Or maybe we've already got into that. I don't know when these videos are going up, or the schedules. But with that being said, I'm gonna get in here out of the ants. Let me show y'all my diamond stitch floor mats, what I was talking about. And we'll end out the video here in just a moment. Okay, so I just had to complain for a moment, but like this poor thing. And this is only like, wow, it looks so much better on camera than it is in person. It's so much more trashed in person. But like I said, not very conducive for being a work car. And for example, I have sandblast media all in the trunk of this poor thing. So once it gets cleaned and it gets fixed again and everything's nice and no more work car. So anyway, guys, like I said, that's gonna be a wrap for this one. So if y'all enjoyed today's video or find it helpful, please drop a like and comment down below. Smash that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope everybody has a great day. And I guess while we're on the topic of cleaning the 300, I guess I need to get the makeup off my dash. So we'll figure that out at some point, because that has been there for a little bit now. And like I said, we need to get that off there. But like I said, guys, thank y'all for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day.